Dealing with poor indoor air quality, or IAQ for short, can be a difficult and complex issue for restaurants and other commercial kitchens. Good IAQ is important for any business, but especially for the food service industry. When working with food in hot and fast-paced conditions, employees need to be at the top of their game. Poor IAQ has been linked to headaches, loss of concentration, and even long-term health conditions in workers. As for guests, poor IAQ can cause irritation of the eyes, nose, and mouth, along with dizziness and fatigue. Good IAQ, on the other hand, can have the opposite effect. Some studies have even reported a link between good IAQ and decreased sick time. But good IAQ can be hard for restaurants and other commercial kitchens to maintain as they deal with unique contributions to poor IAQ. We're here to help with that. In this video, we'll go over the most effective ways to assess IAQ and what you can do to improve your facility's air quality. However, before you can make any improvements, you need to assess just how good or bad the IAQ is in your facility. So before we look at the different ways to improve IAQ, let's look at two different methods for monitoring IAQ. The first method is to install an in-duct IAQ monitoring system. With an IAQ monitoring system, you can see the levels of particulate matter, volatile organic compounds, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and other common airborne pollutants in real time. This allows you to pinpoint high-risk activities contributing to poor IAQ, such as cooking with certain ingredients or at certain times of the day. With that information, you can begin to improve your building's IAQ. Another useful tool is the hygrometer. While hygrometers don't measure IAQ, they track and monitor a building's humidity level. When indoor humidity levels rise above 50%, it begins to negatively affect the air quality. This is because the air becomes so heavy with moisture that it promotes the growth and spread of bacteria, allergens, and other particulates that negatively affect IAQ. By knowing the humidity level in your building, you're able to proactively make improvements to improve IAQ. For example, if the lunch rush just started and you notice the humidity in the kitchen has gone up from 30% to 40%, you can take measures to lower the humidity before the IAQ is affected. The first and most important step for any business trying to improve its IAQ is to check, clean, and update the HVAC system. Using a flashlight, peer into a supply duct. If it's caked in dust and debris, then chances are it's time for a cleaning. If you're still not sure, a good rule of thumb is to have your HVAC system professionally cleaned out every 3 to 5 years. You'll also want to check and clean any oven, grill, or any other appliance or range hoods in the kitchen. There are products made specifically for cleaning out range hoods, such as oven, grill, and range hood cleaner. If you're able to, you should upgrade filters in your HVAC system and range hoods to a HEPA or MERV 13 filter. To ensure that a range hood is best able to do its job, push any grill, stove, and ovens up against the wall so that they're completely under the hood. The purpose of a range hood is to capture and contain emissions that are produced during the cooking process. Make sure that any appliances equipped with an exhaust hood or fan ventilate outdoors. Otherwise, the hood or fan will just circulate any particulate matter it captures back into the building's air. For many kitchens, the recommended overhang for a range hood is no less than 3 inches. However, for the most effective capture and containment, there should be a 6-inch overhang on the front and sides of the appliance beneath the hood. By doing this, the range hood has twice as much coverage for capturing and containing harmful emissions. Other than range hoods, an air purifier is also a good piece of equipment for the capture and containment of emissions. An air purifier is a standalone piece of equipment that filters out harmful airborne pollutants from the room. Air purifiers can also be equipped with a HEPA or MERV filter for increased efficiency. Another measure you can take to improve IAQ in the kitchen is to swap out gas equipment like ovens or stoves for induction equipment. Induction equipment uses electromagnetism to create heat rather than gas. Switching to induction is an effective way to combat poor IAQ because gas appliances create combustion byproducts, which are a group of some of the most common indoor air pollutants. Also, try swapping out what oils are used in the kitchen. It may surprise you to learn that certain oils have higher particulate matter emission rates than others. Olive oil, for example, is widely used in kitchens across the world. However, it produces higher emissions than, say, canola oil. Lastly, make sure that proper cleaning products and processes are being followed. The floor should be swept and mopped daily using an appropriate floor cleaner, like Victoria Bay's Fresh Traction Wash. Remember to always allow floors to fully dry. The same also applies to floor mats. Clean them daily using the appropriate cleaner and allow them to fully dry before returning to use. This way, dust, dirt, and allergens and other debris are removed before it become airborne. Along with cleaning the floor, you should clean out any drains. Drains are also going to be a breeding ground for bacteria. Biofilm in particular likes to develop in drains and can give off a terrible odor. To combat odors, pour an enzyme-based product down the drain and it'll kill any harmful or odorous bacteria. To help get rid of particularly nasty buildups, consider using a drain brush with an enzymatic cleaner. By removing harmful bacteria from drains and eliminating foul odors, you're eliminating a source of emissions that would otherwise contribute to poor IAQ. I hope you found this video helpful. If you're still not sure how to get started in assessing and improving the IAQ in your restaurant, consider reaching out to an Imperial Dade facility near you. One of our food service experts will perform a free evaluation of your food service operation, working with you to identify the best path forward in improving your restaurant's IAQ. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment below.